back to another episode of Relationship Tea with Tina. And for the first time, I don't know how it's only the first time, but I have my sissy with me. This is Paige.
Hey, guys.
She's a twin. Is there any other fun facts you have about yourself? I feel like everyone hates that question. What's a fun fact that you have about yourself? But we shared
on the spot. I didn't prep for this.
We didn't need to prep for that, but that's okay.
We both did cheer, so I was also a cheerleader, and then got hurt in college cheer in Vegas, and that's timely because we're going to be talking about Vegas a lot.
I know.
So that quit my cheering career.
I know. I think that we all have a moment where we either commit to the cheer career or we just let it just fall to the wayside and then can't even do remotely anything that we used to be able to do.
Exactly.
It just goes fucking
touch
away.
my toes, never heard of it.
Exactly. What is that? Okay, so I want to start out this new thing with my guests, and I want to ask you what you're reading, watching, or listening to lately.
Or one of the three, or all of. Okay. I'm gonna do what I'm reading because I'm very much in my reading era.
I'm jealous.
I am getting all into the smut books. So, what is it called? Of course, I forget.
I don't even know you guys. I read. Okay, so I read, but I can't read. My sister-in-law got me a grip of books for Christmas, and I just keep staring at them, and I'm like, I will read you. I will read you. But then I go down this rabbit hole of but I should be reading something for work. I should be reading.
You gotta dive in.
I know. Okay, what's a smut book?
What is smut?
Yes.
So it's basically it is. It literally is. Yeah. So it's basically, which is awkward too because Mom has been reading the same books. So it makes it uncomfortable.
Reading the same book.
Yeah. So it's basically a romance novel, very cheesy in all ways, but then there's just very much dirty sex.
Oh. So do you and Mom have conversations about
we just kind of talk about the books and ignore the fact that there's these very raunchy sex scenes and just, it was a great book. Loves that one. On to the next.
Great.
So Things We Never Got Over, that series by Lucy Score right now.
Okay.
So good. The first book I loved. The second book I didn't like as much as the first, but I will be seeing it through to the third.
You got to.
And then I started The Housemaid, which is a Frida McFadden. Very much
Should I read it?
Yeah. Okay. It's murder, mystery.
Love that.
Really good so far. I'm only a few chapters in, but already hooked. So those are what I'm reading right now.
So we want everyone to read the smut books. And if you've read them, let us know.
Yeah.
Because she needs someone else to chat with them about, then not my mother.
Right? Literally.
Not my fucking
anyone
mother.
else.
Anyone else besides my mom who will take any excuse to talk about anything erotic.
Right.
But I digress, and we will save that for another episode.
Yes, please.
How awkward our sister-in-law's bachelorette party was.
Oh my God.
So we'll go into that in more detail.
Traumatized.
But I'm still reeling from yesterday. From the Super Bowl. I don't know when you're watching this and or listening to this. And I posted it on my stories today. You guys know that I will always keep it real. I will always keep it real, okay? And I have never been a Swiftie. I've never been a diehard Swiftie. Now listen, I like music. I like some songs. I will say that Cruel Summer was on a top listening of this year.
Playlist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't tell you her other albums. I can't tell you anything else.
Right.
But to be perfectly honest, I'm sick of her being shoved down my throat. I literally feel it's you love Taylor or else.
And that's okay, but I disagree.
Why though? Okay, so my first question has to be what is the appeal?
And I think it would come with you familiarizing yourself with her music more. Okay. Because if you actually it's multifaceted. First of all, she's talented as fuck.
I will never take that away from her.
Right. And so her lyrics, they just hit different, which is the name of one of her songs.
Of course it is. Because she takes everything anyone ever says and is song.
Right. But she just has a way with words and it's insane.
Okay.
And the way her mind works is just really, really cool.
Fine.
She also she's worked to be where she is, and that I think it seems right now she's just it.
Yeah.
But she's been around. Like, I remember going to a Dodger game, opening day with Paul and our grandpa, and Taylor Swift opened for opening day. But this was before anyone knew who she was. And she sang Eminem on her acoustic guitar. It was the weirdest thing. And I looked at Paul and I was like, who is this girl?
Like the rapper Eminem?
Yes. She sang like Eminem's song. It was so weird.
Okay, I need to Google this like performance.
Yeah. And then maybe 3 months later, she blew up. Her song, like all her favorite songs came out. So she's like, it's been years in the making.
I get that.
I think right now, it's just ironic that the Eras Tour is happening.
Yes.
It was the biggest thing of last year.
Yes.
And now she's also finding the love of her life, who she is comfortable enough to be open with in the public, which is very new for her.
It is new. My thing becomes like, is it coincidental that like all of this is happening? Like, and I just play kind of like, I am all for a happy ending. I want people to find love. Like, I want her to find her person. I want her to find love. I want that for anybody who's ever struggled with relationships or love or whatever the case may be. But then you have to kind of think like, she's reeling it in for the NFL. Okay. Oh, yeah. Why are we seeing her basically throughout the entire... People were playing drinking games of, like, every time we see Taylor Swift on the screen, like, take a shot. Like,
oh, you're dead. You're dead. You're in the hospital.
Exactly. Like, you're done. And, you know, I can't hang 2 drinks over here. Like, done.
Yeah.
So that was bizarre to me. And then, like, the Chiefs winning. Okay? Like, and I'm never one for a conspiracy theory. I'm not, but I feel like my brain has, like, watching everything go down yesterday was just kind of like the best way to describe it is it left like a weird taste in my mouth. It was all too convenient that they pulled it out, the win in overtime, and then we see Taylor, like, celebrating, and then they're at the club and they're dancing to like her remix of her love songs.
Oh, that was funny.
It feels so weird to me.
I don't know. I'm indifferent because, first of all, the Chiefs winning, I wouldn't say it was just like the perfect storm because it went into overtime.
Yeah.
Like the teams were neck and neck the whole game. It wasn't gonna happen that way always. It was literally, I feel like it was a play. They won. You know,
have you ever
like
heard that the NFL is
planned? 100% scripted. I do think there are aspects that could make that statement true. I think refs, who knows? But last night, I don't know. I don't know.
Do we think Taylor got the ick? Because I saw a clip of her face when he was screaming, "People, Las Vegas!" Like, I got secondhand embarrassment.
Right.
I was like,
Well, there's also him yelling at the coach.
That was a little awkward.
That was just a bad look.
Do we call that a red flag? Because, like, obviously you guys know I'm on TikTok and you like one video and then the next thing you know, your entire For You page is what you liked.
Taylor Swift.
Exactly. And I keep seeing there's 2 arguments to that, okay? Was him yelling at the coach a red flag and, like, a kind of, like, pay attention to that? Because he also threw his helmet. And then there's, like, the alternative argument. Well, it's sports. It's competitive sports. It's a high-pressure situation, which I understand. But, like...
I see both sides. I think he's, like, this old man that's a coach. Like, he's doing his best. You're doing your best. Maybe don't yell in his face. But at the same time, like, we've all been upset during sports. We've all kind of, like, lost our temper because we're, like, winning. It's very competitive. Yes.
Super Bowl.
Literally the biggest game of the year ever.
Yeah.
So I get it.
No, I don't know.
I wouldn't say it's a red flag. Maybe a yellow flag.
Sometimes I say a pink flag to my clients.
Pink flag. Right? Yeah, I like that.
Like, it's kind of like, I would just pay attention.
Yeah.
Like, just pay attention to how he's acting.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. I don't know. We only see this much of the public relationships. And I feel as if there's, like, a whole nother side and a whole nother story that obviously doesn't get seen with these partnerships. But I just wanted to throw out the alternative opinion because I think that everyone is always so much like ride or die, super, super, super fan. I'm just always someone who will advocate to see the other side. Because I just worry about people getting too romanticized in relationships and looking up to these, I don't know, celebrities too much. It just feels sometimes like too much. And then it sets those unrealistic expectations to kind of like not pay attention to some of the red flags.
Right. No, that's fair. I think that's completely fair. I do think it's important, though, to note that, like, yeah, this is Taylor Swift and her love story with this football player who happens to be on the best team in the nation right now.
Yes.
But I don't know much about Travis Kelce's past relationships.
Know shit about it.
So can't really compare there. But when you look at Taylor's past, it's like this is her finally, hopefully, right? If it works out that way. But think of all of the failed relationships she has gone through to get to this place. Like, yes, see devil's advocate, see the other side, but you got to be happy for her in the sense that, like,
of course,
finally. She went into hiding for a year after all that stuff that happened with Kanye. And and then, like, her relationship with Joe Alwyn, like, she hid. Like, yeah, she wrote about it in her songs, but, like, of course she's going to do that. But that's still just, like, the smallest peek into the relationship. But she hid out with him. She didn't, like, embrace the relationship, which shows why it never worked out, probably.
So why do we think this is different than the rest? Like, what makes this...
That's a good question.
What makes this everyone think that, oh my God, she's finally found her person? Like, what about that? What about her going just public? And or showing up to the football games and rocking his gear and rocking his number? Like, I'm curious, just like, what about that persuades fans, convinces people, like, oh, this is her person? Like,
I mean, it's hard to tell, right? Because one part of it could be we don't know what Joe Alwyn requested of her. We don't know, was it her hiding their relationship? Was it him wanting her to hide their relationship? He's, I feel like, a very private person. And I don't know, like, you're the relationship boss. Is it okay to just have that feeling? Like, she just has that feeling with him? Like, he shot his shot. He put his number on a friendship bracelet. He called her out, like, all these things.
So maybe how long has it been since that happened?
That was last summer. And so I feel like, was it October or September-ish?
Yeah.
She went to the game for the first time. Yeah. And she said in her article, obviously I'm not stupid enough to hard launch a relationship. At a football game. So they went on dates. They were dating before that.
Okay.
So it's been at least 7-8 months. Ish.
I just always come from that place of the what if. What if this was all planned? What if it was the perfect love story into winning the Super Bowl script?
It could be. It could be.
I don't know. So I don't know how to describe, like, an intuitional feeling. I just don't know how to describe it. But I think that time will tell. Time will always tell. You know, I think that every true color of relationships comes out, whether it is a PR stunt or not. I think that maybe it's just that, I don't know. Like, I started to feel kind of like, meh. Like, just a little bit of a head tilt. Not a full opinion, because I'm not going to hate on her. Whatsoever. But I was kind of, when I was watching the Grammys, and I was like, I always thought Taylor was like, oh my gosh, she is such a girl's girl. Like, this is kind of cool. You know what I mean? But then, like, the more I thought about it, it was like, everything started to be about her. When everyone was performing up on stage, like, any award show we're at, we always kind of see the camera pan to her.
How she's reacting.
Yes. Standing up in the crowd and making it about her. And then there was, like, this weird video going around TikTok of, like, her being at a table with someone, and she was, like, going like this for their attention, and, like, just, he was like, okay,
what do you do?
Stop. It was like a middle schooler being like, love me, pay attention to me, like, get into it with me. And I'm like,
chill out. Relax. A little bit of the ick, like a little bit,
And then I was like, okay, fine. And then, like, I saw people talking about her snub to Celine Dion with the award, how she was just, like, so excited to get the award. And she's like, this is my 13th one. Okay.
Right. I think people are, well, that was different. The 13th was not the Celine Award. It was her.
Whatever. Accumulative.
Right. I think people were overreacting to the Celine Dion thing. Like, you literally just broke a record. Of course, you're going to, like, freak out.
Right, yes. But I think they were comparing it to Miley. Like,
right. Fair.
I don't know. Miley was just like, I will honor the icon that is next to me here.
Right.
Or at least acknowledge.
That was really cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, at least, like, acknowledge. And, like, I think that with the Celine Dion thing, it was less about the hug and the thing, but it was more about kind of, like, not paying homage to the people who did it before us.
Right.
Or did it before her.
Yeah, that's fair.
And just kind of being like, she hasn't been on a stage in 3 years. She's been sick. Like, oh my fucking God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was just kind of a moment. And then with the way that her PR team immediately put out a photo of the two of them, they were doing
that's a
damage.
Good point. That's a good damage control.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
immediate damage control.
Yeah.
And then with her, now I don't know, friendships are complicated.
Her girl gang of it all.
Her girl gang of it all. And then the bringing Lana Del Rey up on the stage.
That was weird.
When she lost in the category.
Yeah, that was so uncomfortable. Poor Lana.
Right?
Like, absolutely not. I'm going to sit back here.
Right?
And
you have
unfortunately lose.
Like, literally. And you can't. I know she released a statement after being like, all good in the hood. I get
Lana
that.
did?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that.
But, I think that there's something to be said about, like, bringing your friend on stage and having your moment while she stands in the background when she just lost for the same thing. Mm-hmm. Now, I know it's like the girl's girl kind of a vibe, like club thing, but I don't know how to describe the, like, it's a bad taste. Me.
It's weird. It's giving slight insecurity. Yeah? Like, why? I don't know. It's weird. Right. Because it's like, you are Taylor Swift. You just broke a record and won this award, but why can't you go up there and accept it on your own?
Right. I don't know.
It's weird.
It was just weird. Yeah. And I just, I'm not trying to hate on her. I think she's amazing and talented and fantastic. But, like, like with the Ariana Scandival thing, I think it has less to do with, like, someone going through something bad and then all these good things happening and no one getting sick of her.
Right.
I think it's more so kind of like, I don't know, maybe if I'm not a place of jealousy, because I'm not jealous, but I think it's more of a place of, like, why is it always her? Why is she always around?
Yeah. I think it's just recently, though. Like, when you think about it.
Yeah.
She had her, if this didn't happen, if she didn't start dating him during her era, like,
I know.
I don't think you would care as much. I really don't. Because, like, she wouldn't have been in everyone's face before that. Because before, she kicked off her tour and everyone is going to her tour. Everyone is making bracelets and dressing up and prepping and trying to get tickets and all these things. And Taylor's version, new album releases, everything. So I think if this was like 3 years ago, you would probably feel the way Swifties feel.
It would have also just kind of gone right over
Or
my
you wouldn't
head.
even give a shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'd be like, good for her.
Right.
If they break up, can't wait for the album. Or if this lasts, can't wait for the album. And then that's that.
I don't know. Maybe there's just that part of me that's kind of like, it feels a little produced. Just a little produced.
Because it's gonna.
You know what I mean?
It's the
really
entertainment.
Hard.
Yeah.
It's hard not to feel that way. But, I hope she's found love after everything that she's gone through. I hope that it's real.
Yeah.
He was giving me vibes of you-know-who with him singing, with the beard. My ex.
Oh.
With the vibes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the beard.
I know.
The beard. I'm not behind the beard. I mean, my partner has a beard, but it's not like Travis Kelce's beard.
And I'm not hating on beards, but I just feel, I don't know, it was the whole, like...
You just played a whole football game in the beard.
I don't know. I'm very curious to just see how it all pans out.
Yeah, honestly, same.
And
I can't wait for the music either way.
Exactly. I mean, did you like the name of the album?
Dead Poets Department. I think I like it, but it's not catchy. Like, it doesn't roll off the tongue for me.
It felt hard for me to even say.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious to see what the vibe is going to be like. People think very, like, sexy, sultry based off of the album cover.
Yeah.
I am very excited already for the features on it. Post Malone is one of them. Cannot wait to see that.
Another weird coincidence.
What?
Because he was all up in that fucking game last night, too. With her and, like, partying and stuff.
Was he in the suite?
Posty was around. He was just around. He sang. And then all the after party footage, I saw them all together.
Oh, yes.
I saw, like, Brittany Mahomes.
Yep.
Yeah, taking off his jacket and putting on the Chiefs jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, though, the Brittany Mahomes of it all is so interesting to me because I wasn't around for the, like, hating Brittany Mahomes era. Which
I don't even know what that is.
A lot of men who support the NFL don't like her.
Why?
I guess there was, like, an instance where something was misconstrued where, like, the fans were she was in a suite and fans were asking for her to, like, spray the champagne celebrating on them.
Yeah.
But then the video came out and people didn't realize the fans were asking for it. So they were like, oh, that's just so privileged of you. Or I don't know. They just, like, found a reason to hate a woman and, like, ran with it.
Huh.
And so people have, like, hated on her.
Just for that?
I think it was, like, you know, that and then probably other things along the way. But then once, like, Taylor Swift entered the chat, people were like, oh, Brittany Mahomes is probably loving this because it's bringing attention to her and it's, like, amping up, like, her cred.
It's all very calculated.
But did you see Brittany Mahomes in Sports Illustrated?
No.
I'm here for it.
Does she look amazing?
Fucking incredible.
I'm sure.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, she doesn't play a sport, but she looks great. She is a like a wife.
I mean,
one of the most famous.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it.
Right?
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's, again, like, the men aren't here for it, but the women are.
But I feel like a lot of men are also very supportive of Taylor Swift being in the NFL world these days.
That's true. I often, like, I feel like more, like, girls who like football are upset about Taylor Swift than the men who like football. But I think the men are also upset.
I feel like she's just bringing them a lot of cash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I saw it today, 33 million. She's brought the NFL.
Excuse me.
33 million.
And we don't think that this is planned. I'm just kidding.
And
we don't think that this is planned. My question is her and Ice Spice that close of friends too?
I don't know. I don't understand the Ice Spice thing quite yet. I haven't, like, hopped on her train.
Very me neither.
But bizarre, interesting choice to bring to the Super Bowl.
I know. And you know me and my TikTok scrolling. God, I need to stop. Maybe I just really need to stop and stay off.
I'm off right now.
I'm sure that feels good.
It's nice.
If I didn't have to do it for my career, it would be a very different story. Okay, this is going to sound really fucking weird. But there was, like, a clip of her at the game.
Ice Spice?
Yeah. And, like, Taylor and Blake Lively were, like, doing their little huggy celebrating thing.
Yeah.
And then, like, the video pans. It could have been totally edited, but it panned to her doing some, like, crazy, like, satanic shit with her fingers.
Wait, what?
Like, I don't want to, like, get banned or something, but, like, she literally, like, because she had, like, her upside-down cross on her neck.
Oh.
It was, like, a huge, like, necklace that she was wearing.
Yeah.
And then, like, there's, like, a little clip, and, like, she's, like, this.
Yeah.
And then grabs her necklace. And, like, this is not me going down the conspiracy theory rabbit hole of the whole, like, Illuminati crazy-ass shit.
Right.
But there's always a devil type of insinuation for people who get inducted. What is the word? Like, indoctrinated into the Illuminati. They're always told they have to do something that's, like, on this, like, satanic type of level.
And so it has to be publicized?
Yes,
like, it has to be
public. Most people do it in, like, a show or, like, in a concert or, like, something like that. Like,
yeah.
But this was weird. It was weird.
Okay, I need to see this.
I wonder if I could find it. Because I just found it to be very interesting. How do you even, like, Google
you gotta
this?
just type it in Illuminati. Ice Spice of it all.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm showing her. Watch her hands.
What?
Grabs her necklace.
That is weird.
Right?
It is. Why are you grabbing your necklace?
Your
cross for any good reason. Like, it's there.
I don't know.
You don't need to check that.
But the like finger thing too.
Maybe it could purely be a coincidence.
Totally could be a coincidence. But I just thought
that is bizarre.
It was weird.
It is weird. The friend choice was weird. I don't know.
I've never like gone on board with her like music. I haven't really listened to it, so I don't really have an opinion.
I was here for her baby fat outfit at the Grammys. I thought it was different. I thought a lot of the outfits were horrible, but hers stood out.
Yeah. I think Taylor does need a new hairstyle.
Well, she needs a new stylist, period.
Yeah.
She needs it. Her Grammy dress, the white dress, was just not. It was not it.
Like, I understood the necklace, like the clock meant something, right? Because I saw a clip of her asking if it said midnight.
It was, yeah. Well, yeah, it was her album, probably. Right? Everyone thought she was going to drop Reputation. That didn't happen, so I think maybe it really just represented Midnight's
win. That was premeditated.
That was all planned. It was the album she was there to promote. You know that wasn't planned because she announced her new album for her first win.
Don't you think it's weird, though, that she announces her new album and then everyone's posting about it, basically doing marketing for her because TikTok took Universal Music Group all of her music off of TikTok, so now she can't promote it via TikTok?
Yeah, but she doesn't need TikTok.
She needs her fans.
Her fans are on Instagram.
She needs the fans, and then her fans posted it on Instagram.
Okay, I'm not into all these conspiracies.
I don't know if it's conspiracy or just coincidence.
Right?
Right?
But yeah, regardless, her outfit was not it. She definitely needs a new stylist. The green dress, I can't remember what award show that was for, but that was an amazing style.
I don't remember.
So I had hope for the Grammys, but it was not it.
Who looked good at the Grammys?
Not many.
I mean, I didn't even know, like, don't get me wrong, I think Miley's award acceptance looks were really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was a fan of the hair, though.
The hair is just, like, God.
It was giving lion, but I understand.
It's giving electrocuted.
Flower?
Yeah.
Like, flowers? Like, it was reminding me of the flowers from, like, Alice in Wonderland.
Yes. Yes. Animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hated it. But her outfits were great.
And her body was sick.
Yeah, that's just not fair.
Sickening.
That's just not fair.
Oh, my God.
I don't know who else looked good, though. I think Christina Aguilera looked really good. I will say it's giving Ozempic.
Really? You know who else?
How small she is?
That's going to be our next episode. Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's admitted.
I was kind of disappointed with that one.
Same.
You know what I mean? Because she was so, like, owning her shit.
Yeah. I also didn't like her dress that much. Like, it was nice, but...
Yeah. But Christina Aguilera, now that you mentioned that, all right. Yeah. I guess you guys should tune in for our next Pop Culture with Paige.
Yeah.
Ozempic episode where we're talking all things body image, celebs on Ozempic. But you know what? Yeah. I don't want you guys to take away from the fact that, like, I'm, like, a Taylor Swift hater or that I believe in, like, every conspiracy.
They might.
That I believe in, like, every conspiracy theory out there after this. I just like to ask questions. Yeah. I just like to know the full truth because it's very not dangerous, but it's very harming to our brains and our expectations in our relationships of, like, what we think love should look like.
Yeah. That's a good point because we are seeing the good.
Yeah.
With Travis and Taylor.
Yes. Win.
What's happening behind the scenes? How are they navigating?
Never even being together. Like, when are they
not
even
being together? Their relationship instantly being in the spotlight and people having these expectations for their relationship.
I know, because were people talking about him, like, proposing?
Yeah.
I think been a year.
Yeah. I saw something that was like, her biting her nails at the end of the game, saying like, it's a nail biter when your proposal is on the line or something.
Oh,
it's like,
please. See, that puts unrealistic expectations in people's head too.
Yeah.
Because I know we've talked a lot about your timeline.
Oh, yeah.
Timelines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so just don't compare yourself to what you see.
Right.
And, like, don't get, like, over, is it fair to say over fan? Like,
yeah.
Like, too fandom over someone.
Yes.
Without, like, zooming out and looking at maybe a bigger picture.
Right. Exactly. Like, don't obsess over someone else's situation.
Right.
Except for your own.
Exactly. And still.
Still, like,
no obsessing.
Trepidation.
Exactly. All right. Loves you.
Yeah, love you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. That was good.